because all of this now, my experiences starts pouring into my work. So, typical scenarios, very typical for the time. Doctors were overworked, so the fuck what? You took an oath. You know, if it was Spanish flu, you're going to go home to your home in Bermuda? I mean, I don't think so, unless you're a shitty doctor. So one of the things was they put a real stall, a real drag on obtaining medical records from the clinic. But you needed those to get services. You needed those to go on Social Security. You needed those to get Section 8. You needed those for continuity of care. So don't fucking tell me, Mr. Doctor Man, that you're going to delay my right as this patient's advocate to those medical records. And I would write letters, emails, literally practically threatening the doctor to go to the licensing board. So many doctors were not only not fond of me, but were irate because I was working in their clinics, and I was not working in their clinics. But I was getting $1,200 loans, $12,000 loans on a car once, eradicated under hardship. Other private loans, $1,600, thousands, boom, eradicated under hardship. Why? I knew what the fuck I was doing by then. So now I'm well into the 90s and I really know what I'm doing. And doctors are hating me more and more because I'm really pushy. But I am not pushy. See, I researched their manuals and their charges and their oaths, and like, for instance, number one rule of medicine for anyone: do not harm patient. Like, initially, do you know how many times doctors harm patients psychologically right out of the gate? I dealt with one the other day. Very small, low-level doctor appointment. Man was atrocious. So I complained, called a few days later, he's no longer there. And I don't give a fuck. But anyway, it's just sort of kind of leads us into where I landed. And now with all that stuff, I know, buckle in, let's go on a tangent. What else is new with Sean? But all of that from 88 through the county, through all this clinical hours, running around, venipuncture, blood, case management, people living on the train tracks, advocating in these shitty clinics. So that's what it was, and where it landed me is a husband that is extremely ill, myself that needs advocacy, but I don't have time for my own advocacy, but I still hit hard, long, and fast today with doctors. If they're great, I worship them. If they're not, I am a rabid pit bull, and that pit bull has one bone that will allow them to survive. So, clear the way, doctors. Okay, I think I was true to form, meaning why they hated me, not like where I'm at and my headspace and whatever, and why, like my approach is a certain way. But I wanted to give you the preview. I know we're over on this one because I'm talking shop, and that's always dangerous for me. So thanks for letting me info dump on you in that arena, in that area, on that topic. Meantime, I'll see you tomorrow. Usual split show, previews, teasers, outtakes, surprise clip. And again, I'm so glad you could be with me. I really am. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. Okay, I love you. Bye.